Hi everyone, it's Rachael Smith with Remax up in Big Bear. I'm going to walk you through this great A-frame that is also a foreclosure. So come check it out. Okay, so here we are from the street, 605 Ponderosa. So years ago, maybe 5, 6 years ago, this was sold and it was just this A-frame. This part got added on later on. It was remodeled. It's near completion, I would say, but now it is real estate owned, so that is foreclosure. So this one been on the market for 65 days, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1511 square foot. Our lot size on it is 82.5, so 8,250. So as you know, we kind of look for the property marker. There's actually one right here, the corner lot right there, but you're probably gonna find it behind a rock right here in the telephone pole, but corner marker right there. Great neighborhood. We are just beneath Snow Summit. You can see Snow Summit views right there. And this is going to be Brownie Lane right here. So overflow parking for the mountain just within throwing a rock distance. Got a circular driveway. Looks like some new plants coming up too. And then our lot line over here is also marked because when they added this, they had to do a survey to get the lot lines. So our other one's going to be right here. And so this one is a 3-bed, 2-bath. Kind of shows more like a 2-bed, 2-bath. We'll see what you all think. We've got like this black slate color, beautiful, nice tree coverage. Obviously going to be a newer roof over here. Windows. The windows are kind of tinted, but you can see inside. So walking around in there, you might want some shades. We do have a new deck, but if you are going to be using this as an Airbnb, would likely have to have some railings and obviously a handrail coming off the front. I did just want to show you the driveway before we walk into the front too. So we are going to be coming into a 1-car garage as well. So let's go into the front and check it out. Some nice decking. Then we're gonna come along the grate so that you can wipe your feet off, snow, ice, things like that. You can come in. Okay, so here we are coming in, and check this place out. So obviously like vaulted ceilings, got that A-frame look that everybody's looking for in the mountains, but also has a great mountain modern feel to it. So first off, we're entering into the living room with the fireplace, the kitchen, everything's kind of open right here. Off this direction, we're gonna have bedroom, and then there's gonna be access to this loft bedroom upstairs through this direction. Both bathrooms are on this side of the house, but this is kind of like your living space. So coming in, we've got this great slate, oversized slate tile. It looks like it's been painted black. Obviously gonna be a little bit hard to keep up because you can see some shoe prints on it already. But another thing to note is they've got everything like flat drywall right here, and it is black everywhere. Beautiful. And then our fireplace is kind of done. Let me see. It's kind of like a concrete, but it's also like painted in like a gray white color. This one is going to just be a fireplace, so no gas starter on this one. Looks like you do have the ability to add one right here because it is stubbed out, but there is no control for it on the wall that I can see. Do have a mantle as well. So obviously you're gonna probably have like your living room right here, maybe a corner sofa or something. Dining room, probably gonna be mostly over here. And then you've got enough areas for maybe one, maybe two bar stools right here at the counters. Got like a concrete on here as well. It almost looks like the scene out of a magazine or also out of a Joshua Tree home. I could see this home being in Joshua Tree as well. But the fact that it's only a 3-minute walk to Snow Summit makes it very desirable for Big Bear. So we do have the waterfall effect right here. And then all this open counter space along here as well. Do have a crack already right here. That's a pretty major thing. So, let's see. None of their lights. There we go. Turn one light. So some updated lighting, wood features all throughout. And then here, check this out. This is really cute. We've got a miniature dishwasher, mini. Built-in oven, stovetop, that's what I meant to say. And then here's our oven. So we do have a dual oven right here. It's so fancy, I don't even know how to open it. Do you think? It's a smart thing, so you would think I would be able to open it. How is it that somebody doesn't know how to open an oven? I don't want to break it, but I'm assuming these things come with instructions. That's crazy. But it's kind of, I like it because it's blended into the wall. You can barely even tell that it's there. I honestly thought it was a fridge. But here is our fridge right here. Side by side, new stainless steel appliance. Everything's obviously new. The house has not even been slept in, I can tell you. And then you've got these nice concrete tile pieces, ribbed. Slow close with gold, handles. And then coming down here, we're not gonna go outside yet. Here's access to the backyard. This is probably gonna be like a nice big closet right here. Everything is black, black, black. And then here is going to be where we have our tankless hot water heater. And then this is going to be for laundry. So if you had just a single unit, you could fit it right here. I think if you had a stackable, you might have to forego this shelf right here. But regardless, you do have washer dryer hookups. So coming in back into the kitchen, we're gonna go through bedroom number 1. But I did want to point out that we do have central heating in here. And one thing that I know is that we do have air conditioning in here as well. So there's 2 AC units sitting outside. So that is a nice updated feature. Very large, oversized hallways. Also real high ceiling, so probably about like an 8-9 foot ceiling, but a really wide hallway. I love how grand the whole place feels. This direction is going to take us to the loft, but we're going to go through here first. So technically this is one of the bedrooms, so you have to pass through this bedroom to get to the other bedroom, which to me, a lot of people don't see that as a bedroom. I can obviously see that you could put a bed here or up against the wall here. You could potentially, if you wanted to, make this a hallway, but it's even more beautiful kind of being big open like this. If you were to rent this out on Airbnb, I do still think you could call it a 3-bedroom, but you would want to be really, really obvious and telling people that you have to pass through a bedroom to get to the other bedroom. So with that being said, this is bedroom number 1. Beautiful views to the outside. You might want to get those blinds that come from the bottom up. These you can see in. I would not want people peeking in at me sleeping. But probably a bed either up against that wall or this wall, possibly even both, just because you're not using these as doors. So you could have 2 queen beds facing each other. We do have a lofty kind of closety looking area right there. You cannot use that for vacation rental because there's no safe way to get there. The ladder for it is out in the garage. So right now it's just gonna be like an unknown space because we're not able to get up there. We're gonna go into the first bathroom. So this kind of makes this a master, being that it is right off the bedroom. Beautiful, beautiful, same flooring all throughout the house. We do have a concrete countertop, nice white quartz sink, our toilet, and like concrete floated walls, updated lighting. All the fixtures are matching. They're all gold, beautiful. I really, really love the edge that they gave this shower wall right here. So it's almost like they use the same tile from the ground on the walls, and it's beautiful. I think this is what I want to do in Joshua Tree with my bathroom. Love it, love it, love it. We've got a drain right here. Endless drain. We have a rainfall shower, kind of like a mirrored glass. You can see me in it, but you can also, it's kind of, if you're looking in, it's mirrored this way too. You can barely see in there. Like I can see the rainfall, but that's it. All right, so bathroom number 1 complete, bedroom number 1 complete as well. Do have a Nest thermostat to be able to run this remotely. And then coming in, this is going to be bedroom number 2. So a little bit larger than bedroom number 1. We do have it private as well. Everything's closed off. Oh, don't peek yet. Okay, let's go into bathroom number 2 first. So bathroom number 2, all same materials as bathroom number 1, just a wee bit larger. We do have that floating concrete shelf, but we also have a little bit room for any kind of toiletries. Same sink, 1 handle, love it. Same fixtures, same floated wall, toilet. And then in here, it's beautiful. Feels like you're kind of in a cave, and I love it. It's very moody, very beautiful. I think if I was the builder in this, I probably would have put 2 in here. Just this is so big. Also, I mean, I guess this is to like wash your feet. Because it's not like this is a tub, right? Handles all the way over here for a faucet that's over there, but this is what it is. I think it'll still do well as a rental if that is what you are looking to do. Then here we are in bedroom number 2. We've got like a little shelf right here, which is probably where your bed's gonna go, so you can kind of use this as a headboard. These lights are pretty interesting. Kind of gives you like a nice backlight. But yes, we have a bathtub in here, so that's pretty fun. We also have beautiful pine tree wallpaper going up the wall. I almost want to put climbing holds on it. That would be neat. So access to the back porch, but then access to another back porch. They do not connect, but going to be out there in the same area. We could definitely use a fence back there, but we'll talk about that once we get out there. So same tile as what was in the kitchen, the ribbed, and then we've got a sexy, sexy bathtub in the bedroom. All right, so next we're gonna go check out is the loft area, which just happens to be that 3rd bedroom that we mentioned. And then one thing to note is, I think I told you, square footage, 1511. So you could get possibly 8 people in here. This is the only time that the floor changes in here too. So we're at a hardwood flooring coming up into the loft and the whole area of the loft too. So here we are in the loft area. Got these big, beautiful beams, raw natural wood. And here we are. So kind of a tighter space just because we're getting to the top of that A-frame. So a lot of the square footage is probably only gonna be counted from here down, right? So you'd have to get creative with your storage up here, but also I think you're probably only looking at like maybe a double bed right here because it's not, but maybe 6 feet wide. Yeah, but they do have plugs, we do have lights, we do have tinted windows, so you're gonna get that heat staying outside for the most part. I like this like industrial. So then we're gonna come downstairs and then we'll go outside and then we'll check out the garage here in a second too. So coming outside, we've got this nice new decking, a grate at the back as well. And here we are. So it might be nice to do some sort of like pergola just because it's real sunny right here. So it's gonna get pretty worked. The other thing that I would recommend is maybe some of those outdoor lights, right? Build like a little bar area right here could be cool. But we do have a propane gas line right here that's going to be for the fire pit, which is the only kind of legal fire pit that you can have in Big Bear. You cannot burn firewood. You can burn firewood like that inside, but not outside. This is going to be the access to our master right here. And then we also have these 2 air conditioning units. I do not know why there's 2. That is a very good question. If you asked it, I don't know. You really only need 1. But maybe it's for 2 parts of the house. Maybe it's, you know, 1 for this, 1 for that. So here we are, the back of the lot. This is where I was mentioning we probably could use a privacy fence just to kind of break you up from the neighbors. I'd probably put like a little hot tub back here, maybe even extend that deck a little bit and also possibly even connect it to the other deck if you wanted to add a hot tub. Because if you're going to use this as a rental, you're going to need a hot tub, especially being this close to the ski slopes. This is what people are going to be looking for. And then here we are in the garage. So here's the ladder I mentioned to you. They're going to keep it out here just because it's not quite safe. But this could be a good game room. Could be like, I mean, if you just could store your stuff in here, bikes, kayaks, things like that. You could get a car in here. Kind of seems unnecessary. I'm sure my convertible would fit in here. I do not know about my other car, but I do know that if I pulled in, I would not be able to open that door. So something to think about. All right, so that is it. This one has just been reduced to $775, built originally in 1962. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if there's any other home in Big Bear that you want to take a look at. Let me know. Talk to you soon. Bye.